Well, I've told you this, guys. Through the years, I've told you this over and over again. My first big million view video was on this subject. Passing one percenters and other motorcycle clubs. And I've taken a lot of flack for it through the years. For capitulating and all these kind of things. But my thing has always been, I'd rather see you guys go home in one piece than go home in a body bag. I'd rather see you go home in one piece than go home in a body bag. And that's it. Safety. And passing these motorcycle clubs, especially one percenters, can be very unsafe because of the idiocy and lunacy some of these guys are riding with in their minds. These mofos, they will kill you over that dumb shit. So, in today's story, we're going to read about what I'm looking at, what I'm reading. It sounds just like that. It sounds like somebody was trying to pass some one percenters and almost paid for it with their lives. So we'll be looking at this story. And it's kind of busy news day, man. We got a whole lot of stories coming out today. Let's see. That didn't come from the preacher. Okay, so here is what the preacher wrote for me. We got, okay, so in passing one percenters goes horribly wrong. 2 pagans charged with the highway bullying. And then we're also going to talk about, what else? Yes. Off-duty cop ends 150-mile-per-hour chase for a California biker accused of killing a sheriff's deputy, and an e-biker causes $20,000 in damages tearing up a North Salt Lake golf course. Crazy, man. And then a careless biker and his passenger back in Bengaluru narrowly escape a high-speed crash over there in India. A man is charged after hurling the N-word and then hitting a black biker with a metal chain. Are these hate crime charges? So we got everyone. This one's packed from biker politics to road rage, club protocol to criminal mayhem. So don't miss it. Join us. We'll be back with you in a minute and 7 seconds to talk about this and other things. And I think we get a chance to look at this weekend's activities. Happy Halloween for those of you all who believe in that sort of thing and like to have Halloween and that sort of thing. For those of you who don't, no disrespect, man. We'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds. Happy Halloween. Wrong one. Let's see. What? Oh, this one.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the negative, hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and the artist stripes for the prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with a cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Yourself educated by his book.
Wow. Ha. Wow.
A few years ago.
Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV, and as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be in. Let me introduce you to my co-hosts. A guy that we will know tonight whether he has made it.
Tonight is it's not tonight, man. The election is November 4th, man.
Hey man, don't mess up, Mike. What are you doing?
I'm just saying, you said tonight. Tonight is Halloween, man. Tonight is not election day. That's next week, next Tuesday. Yeah. You have to wait till next Tuesday morning to say that intro. Yeah.
You know what?
I just don't want you to mislead the people.
Yeah, I'm done. And we'd like to introduce the only motorcycle club protocol channel and news channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic in the house who appreciates me.
What's up, everyone? What's up, Black Dragon? What's up, Lavish? I was sitting over here shaking my head, and all I can do is look on the board and look at you got Black Dragon, you got Logic, you got Lavish, and Black Dragon is batting 1. And like this dude said, the election night was Halloween. But can I say something real quick? Then we gotta get on with the show. I want to say this. I thank MacGyver for sending me that inbox and everything. It calls me as an elder of my family, calls me to go ahead and call all my family back in Brooklyn, on the Bed-Stuy, Flatbush area, even Long Island, that they're experiencing terrible flooding. There's not in my family, people have lost their lives because they had basement apartments. People don't understand what the brownstones are, and some of those apartments are basement apartments. People lost their lives in the flooding out there in New York City. So I'm sending my prayers out that way.
What is a brownstone? That's an apartment building, right?
Well, it's a house. It's not an apartment building. It's a house. Brownstone.
They're made out of
brownstone. It's a house. If you ever see the pictures depicted of New York, and you'll see this one block look like one big roll of houses. They're all connected in brownstones.
Thank you, SSW, for the beautiful donation of giving.
Did the Cosbys live in the brownstones?
A gift for me of the show. I don't know.
It's good. I like how you cut Black Dragon off with that.
No, I encourage
he was thinking so, but you know what?
Because when you see it, it's like on the strip. So
yeah, I think they did. If I can remember what the house looked like.
Were they in New York? The Cosbys were in New York?
The Cosbys in New York.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
You weren't in Oklahoma.
No. Thank you, SSW Custom Sewing, for gifting a Black Dragon Biker TV membership, and forgive Logic for stepping over your flowers, man.
I did not do that. That was lavish.
I mean, lavish, yes.
My bad.
But this is the same time Sandy came through years ago. And years ago, my uncle had to be evacuated because I believe he's out there by Coney Island, and it came through and flooded everything. So this is right around the same time.
Wow. Well, okay, here we go, man. Let's get into this news. We got a lot of news to cover this morning. And
Black Dragon, what are you this morning? I see you dressed up. What are you?
I'm not dressed up.
You got your athletic jumpsuit on.
You got an MCM.
I decided that old people, when you get old, that's what we wear. We wear athletic suits. You didn't know that when you get old, when you get to retirement age, you move into athletic suits. This is all you wear.
What is retirement age? I know people that retired at 35.
Well, for me, it was 50, 55. I think
Okay.
I was 55, 53, something like that. So since I'm losing tons of weight, I have to have a new look.
Oh, okay.
And until I get muscles like you, Lavish.
They're going away, man. With my injuries, they've been going away.
And mine's are coming. I've been working out. Thanks to my
Preacher's been working out every day.
Thanks to my new trainer.
Now that my man boobs are going away, I can,
Blair One Pretender said that Black Dragon is dressed as one of the black kung fu movie actors.
The Bruce Lee. Remember Bruce Lee used to wear the tracksuits? Hey, man.
Yeah.
I decided that I'll start wearing tracksuits from now on.
All right.
There you go. So we'll see. We'll see how the look goes. Hey, here we go. Over here. I've been telling you guys for years this whole oh shoot, what did I do? This whole passing 1%ers stuff can be very dangerous. And I think that from my reading of this, I think this is what happened in this case. Brian, so two suspected members of the Pagans Motorcycle gang, we say club, arrested in connection to a crash that injured a woman last month. Now, this is crazy. Check this out. Now, Brian Blattner, 37 years old, and George Swink, maybe. If the C is silent, then it would be Wink. But if it's not, it would be like Swink, the third, 51 years old. So a 37-year-old and a 51-year-old were out there. And they're accused of causing a crash that injured a female motorcyclist in Pennsbury Township on September 13th, state police say. So I was wondering when I was reading this, like, how did a woman motorcyclist get injured by a couple of pagans? And here we go. So this was updated yesterday at 3:32 p.m. So Chatsford, Pennsylvania, state police on Thursday arrested two suspected members of the Pagans. It's supposed to be Pagans here. Motorcycle club in connection to a crash that injured another motorcyclist in Chester County last month. Brian Blattner, 37, of Delaware County, and George Swink, maybe, the third, 51, of Montgomery County, were taken into custody. Both men were charged after an investigation of the alleged incident by members of the state police troop J Barracks in Lancaster. The crash occurred shortly before 7 p.m. on September 13th on U.S. Route 1 north between Independence Way and Ponds Edge Drive in Pennsbury Township, Chester County, police said. According to police, the investigation determined that prior to the incident, a group of motorcyclists wearing Pagans Motorcycle Club jackets, we call them cuts or colors, passed traffic stopped in the left lane at a red light by committing numerous traffic violations. Now, this is something that we do in our motorcycle club. This is something that a lot of motorcycle clubs do. And in some places, maybe every place, this is illegal. Once they got ahead of the traffic line, police said, the motorcyclists blocked other motorcyclists traveling north by slowing down, swerving into the left lane to prevent the other drivers from passing them. So that's something that a lot of clubs do. You're driving down the road, you want to change lanes. The road guards, the road captains, the back road captains, tail gunners, sweepers, whatever you want to call them, assistant road captains, they move over to the left lane, and then they motion the whole pack over. Or they'll move over in the left lane and slow down so the whole pack can come over. We like to roll in a pack, and we use sweepers to basically to keep the pack safe. They can also be used for intimidation as well. But this is how a lot of motorcycle clubs move. This is like normal motorcycle club movement. But listen to how it plays out on the news. How we normally move plays out horribly when the way they say it. Once they got ahead of traffic, the traffic line, police said the motorcyclists blocked other motorists traveling north by slowing down and swerving into the left lane to prevent the other drivers from passing them. It's not how we see that, but that's how it plays in the news. According to the police, a male motorcyclist tried to pass the group by moving into the left lane, but Swink swerved his motorcycle at him, forcing him to brake suddenly to avoid crashing into a concrete barrier or Swink's motorcycle. So we see that all the time in these videos and stuff. When you're trying to pass this club, somebody will take you off the road. It happened to Everything is Regular, a famous YouTuber who makes motorcycle videos. We saw it when he was approaching the Hells Angels. Hells Angels dropped back behind him, or dropped back from the pack, probably a tail gunner or maybe a sergeant at arms, and tried to kick the man off his motorcycle. And everybody accused him of coming up on the inside of the pack. It's not what happened. Somebody dropped back by and kicked him. We saw that. That video got over 1 million views. It's about 3 or 4 years old now. So trying to pass the 1%ers up, the near, allegedly, Swink darted his motorcycle at him and actually, according to the story, actually ran the man off the road. The man had two choices: to stop, slow down, or be run off the road, or hit a motorcycle, or hit a pylon. The near collision caused the left lane to open up. So a female motorcyclist then tried to pass the group in the left lane, police said. As she accelerated, the other guy, Blattner, allegedly swerved his motorcycle at hers from the right lane, causing her to crash into the concrete barrier. That shit wouldn't work with me. I know how to ride. And we would be in the motorcycle, what do you call that? What was that? Joust. We'd be in the motorcycle joust. Me trying to kick you off your shit and you trying to kick me off mine. Swink is charged with aggravated assault, recklessly endangering another person, and several other lesser offenses, according to the police. Blattner is charged with aggravated assault by vehicle, recklessly endangering another person, and related offenses.
So they were in the middle lane?
State police are still looking for anyone who may have witnessed the incident. If you have information that would help the investigation, contact state police at 610-268-2022. Say what, my brother?
So they were in the middle lane? I mean, if they're saying they're trying to pass them on the left, which is the passing lane, so that means they moved over into the middle lane.
They were in the middle lane, or they were in the right lane. Yeah. With people trying to pass them on the left.
I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but I don't understand most packs, groups, formations, if we're going to pass, if we're going to jump on the shoulder, we got to jump on the right shoulder if it's feasible. If there's a left shoulder, we'll jump on the left shoulder to get down the road.
Shoulder.
But we're not going to stay in the middle lane. That's what I'm getting at. And then get upset when somebody passes us in the passing lane.
I think they were in the right lane.
But that's even worse.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, because we either in the left lane or the right lane.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that someone was trying to pass them.
Right.
And if you're trying to pass a motorcycle club, especially a 1% motorcycle club, and you haven't done it according to motorcycle club protocol, you're going to be challenged like that. Somebody is going to charge their motorcycle at you. And if you're not a skilled rider, you're going to be run off the road.
But
you might be run off the road if you're a skilled rider, if you're not expecting. And here's the problem. It doesn't say that the girl or the guy were in a motorcycle club. So these civilian people, they don't know that damn MC protocol. They don't know that shit.
But
they don't know it.
MC protocol, Mr. Get the book. If you are riding in formation, right lane, middle lane, because obviously they were not in the left lane, whatever lane they were in, and you want to pass. If you're getting over and somebody want to pass you, if you're not in the passing lane, and you're still blocking traffic in the right or the middle lane, what is it about MC protocol that makes it wrong for somebody to pass you in the passing lane? Now I can understand if you in the right lane and somebody come flying by you on. I mean, if you in the left lane, somebody come flying by you on the right side. I understand that because that's not the passing lane. But if you're in the
Well, if you're in the
middle,
middle lane, you can be passed on the left or the right.
exactly. So that's why I'm getting at
But
with
but
you
this
about
is not
protocol.
this was I think two things happened. Two separate things happened.
Okay.
One thing is, as they were swerving through traffic, they moved over to the left, slowed down, and so their people could come over. And this is something that the cops were noting that, oh my goodness, like they're doing bad stuff on the highway. This is just how motorcycle clubs move.
Right.
If you're going to move a pack, even when the Chips and stuff are riding in big packs, they move the same way.
Okay.
So but it plays out bad in the news. Now, while all that happened, at some point, somebody tried to pass on the left. And so what about MC protocol? About MC protocol is you don't pass a motorcycle club without asking permission.
Tail gunner, right.
That's the MC protocol. It doesn't matter what lane you're trying to pass in. Gotcha. A motorcycle club should not try to pass another motorcycle club without asking permission. That's MC protocol. And you damn sure shouldn't be trying to pass no 1%er pack because they're going to look at it as disrespect and somebody's going to challenge you, try to run you off the road, pull up at you on the next gas station, pull guns on you, all kinds of dumb shit. So to stay away from the dumb shit, if you're in a motorcycle club pack, it doesn't matter what motorcycle club you're passing, whether it's a riding club, a Christian motorcycle club, a traditional motorcycle club, a women's motorcycle club, a 1% motorcycle club, an outlaw motorcycle club, especially motorcycle club. If you're passing a motorcycle club, get permission. Follow MC protocol.
If you know it.
But
if you know
a civilian
right.
would never know this. Unless they, of course, watch my show.
Or they got the book, right?
Or they got the book. They would never know this. And for motorcycle clubs to try to put this down on a civilian, that's exactly where your ass belongs. You belong right in jail. That's where you belong. Run that child. And I tell you what, they're gonna fuck with the wrong person's child. They're gonna run the wrong person's daughter off the road. And that's when you'll see. That's when you'll see a whole pack get run over by somebody ain't playing. Don't play with my fucking child. How the hell would she know this? You run my child off the road. Big, tough, bad dude. She trying to ride down the road. The road is empty. She trying to pass, and you run her motorcycle off the road. What the fuck's wrong with these people? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I try to tell people, hey man, this thing has become a sick game. It's become a sick game, and you want to just stay away from it. It happened to me. I'm rolling down the highway coming up from Macon, Georgia, on my motorcycle. At that particular day, I wasn't wearing a cut. Rolling out of Macon, Georgia, trying to get up to Atlanta to handle business. And two 1%ers were riding side by side on their motorcycle. We were all trying to break through traffic. That traffic coming up 75 is horrible. So we were riding in between cars and doing our thing, trying to break through traffic. And we kept coming back together because I would get an advantage and they would get an advantage. We kept coming back together. And I'll be darned if this guy darted his motorcycle at me. He thought I was some civilian out there. He darted his motorcycle at me because we were doing this. We were going back and forth and everything. And I was 2 or 3 lanes over, and then we'd come back together. And I guess they must have felt like I shouldn't be exercising my rights on the road. And when he darted his motorcycle at me, I put my foot straight out and darted my motorcycle at him. And then he went to reach, and I went to reach. And all of a sudden, he didn't want to reach no more.
What were you reaching for? What were you doing? Traffic signals?
I was scratching and I was itching my
On the
scratch.
bike, man. We don't need to know all that information.
Yeah, I was scratching.
Got them
my
issues.
scratch.
You got them bugs down there.
All of a sudden, he wasn't interested in reaching no more.
What if you asked to pass? Go back.
No,
back.
okay, Wade. I'm just doing a little bit of work.
Go back.
as
Go
well.
back to SSW.
What if you ask to pass and you are invited to ride behind them? Then you ride behind them. They don't always say yes, pass. Sometimes they say, hell no, don't you pass.
Or they'll say wait.
Oh, I've never seen them say wait.
See, man, that'd be the funny
I
thing
have because
about-
they're about to get off. I was in the middle lane and
Well,
pulled
that's
up
not a wait. That's don't pass. That's what that is.
Well,
Do not
all right.
pass.
All right.
I just,
Not
I just know with different areas, man, it makes a big difference. I want to tell you about one of our chapters in Texas. We were going down to Texas, and the guys had to tell the people from up here, the Detroit area, hey man, when y'all come down here, man, y'all can't do that Detroit stuff.
Don't come down here with that Detroit bullshit down here in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. What is
You
that?
know. So, how we talk about passing and everything like that, man. We're not doing that stuff in Detroit. We want to, Detroit is a whole nother animal within itself. We do.
Man, he act like Detroit's not even from this planet, man. The way he was
I'm
talking
saying, man.
sometimes.
Hey, listen, man.
Like,
Hey,
hey,
they
hey,
get the baddest things rolling in
this
Detroit.
what I'm
Right.
saying. Logic. This what I'm saying. You signaled and waited on the pass to get passed by.
Uh-huh.
We ain't waiting on nothing. We doing what we want to do and proceeding, and who gonna stop us? That's how we are, man. You know what I'm saying? But different places, by different things, and they operate different. That's why I'm making the statement by
Yeah,
saying
because you go down,
that-
you come down from Detroit operating,
Look,
and they don't operate down that way in Texas. You gonna find out.
let me quote.
You
I'm
need
gonna
to go
quote
back to
one of
Detroit.
I'm gonna quote one of the OMCs when we had a meeting, a sit down with them when this other organization we was gonna join came out of DC, and they said, "Well, we don't do that in DC." And that brother said, "Yo, this is Texas."
This is Texas.
he said, "This is Texas." He said, "I don't know what y'all doing it up in DC on the East Coast, but this is Texas."
Hey, that's why I'm making the point of saying when you go in different areas and different territories,
Understand?
you got to know, because
Right.
and if you don't tell a person, and I'm only speaking from my city, we ain't doing all that stuff, man. We the stars. We doing what we want to do, man. And that's just how we are.
You
It ain't got
I
nothing to
don't
do with
doubt it.
being the tough guy. That's just how
when
we
we
are.
was on a ride, we had these guests riding with us. We was knocking out 1,000 miles, and we was taking the back roads up to Oklahoma, Black Dragon, and I'm in third, and this guy that was riding with us, he was right in front of our tail gunner. The next thing you know, I see our tail gunner come and pass me and looked at me, pointing back, and I'm like, "What the heck?" And I look back, and this guy was riding so slow. He was almost getting almost getting hit. He almost got our tail gunner hit because he was riding so slow, trying to get on the highway. Well, this car pulled on the side of us, pulled on the side of him, and was beeping the horn. He didn't understand. So he came up to me and he looked at me. This guy looked at me and he was like asking, can he get in our lane? So I pulled back and I told the other guy to slow down, radio overhead, let's slow down, or let's move over, let this car get in lane. Anyway, when we get to our destination in Oklahoma, sitting down to eat, I was explaining to him, said, evidently that guy has ridden before, because cars normally don't ask to pass, and we got into this long conversation about passing. No, they don't own the road and blah, 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 and this, that, and the other. And I told my guys, I said, he can't ride with us. I said, because if we said we're going to move over for anybody to pass us, if they flying and everything, he has that attitude, then something negative might happen. And I don't want him riding with us.
That's right.
If he's a guest riding with us and arguing with me, I'm like, nah, bro.
No,
you can't ride with us.
If you can't ride how the pack rides, you don't need to be with us. You don't. Because we're not trying to have that. We're trying to get where we're going. We're not trying to have. There are people that are invested in that, and they'll kill you for that. And there are people that are just trying to get where they're going. And all right, bro, if that's what you want to do on the highway, fine. We're trying to get where we're going.
Right.
And
I'd rather follow. I mean, it's to me, it's not being punked or nothing like that. I'd rather because we have a lot of OMCs out here in the Metroplex. I'd rather just go ahead, do exactly how people taught me. You pull up to the tail gun. Hey, man. And most of the time, they'll tell me except for that one time because their whole package was like about 30 of them. They were getting ready to get off the highway. Nah, don't you stay behind there until we get off, and then take you behind on. So
I've never been denied permission to pass, and I have never denied. You know something? 1%er motorcycle clubs have pulled up on the Black Sabbath pack and asked permission to pass.
I think it's highway respect.
I think that's just courtesy. I think that.
Yeah. There you go.
Courtesy.
There you go.
It's not a courtesy. It's MC protocol. It's what you're supposed to do. If you're passing a pack with a pack, there could be danger involved in that. A lot of times, outlaw motorcycle clubs are because they live that kind of lifestyle where their head's got to be on a swivel.
That's what Joker just said. Joker just said that. He just said that.
Who said that?
Joker 1%er.
Yeah. Okay.
Near the bottom because you're behind. Yeah.
They spend a lot of their life in this zone where they got to have their heads on a swivel, and so you take down the tension a little bit when you show that you understand that by asking to follow MC protocol. But no motorcycle club pack has ever passed my pack without asking permission. It's doing the normal shit. This is normal shit. How motorcycle clubs get down. Asking a civilian to participate in this is silly.
That's something different. Yeah.
There's no way they're going to know these things.
I don't even think that I've been in a large pack and came across another pack of motorcycles, man.
Right.
To be honest with you,
Right.
Like when I go on, I mean, only time I done been around like other packs of motorcycles, it's like everybody's riding, getting to a certain destination, going to the Kings of the South, going to Myrtle Beach, going, rides like that. But like when I go on like an actual club ride, I mean, we on the highway pretty much by ourselves, and you got regular random, bikers that come one at a time, maybe two at a time. And we so busy focused in our lane that when they come by, we giving them the fingers and they giving us the fingers, and we focused on keeping our stuff moving. But I don't think I ever been riding with my club as a whole and another large club came by in the pack as well.
And then when you're right. Most clubs don't even really encounter that. And then when you're looking at 1% or an outlaw motorcycle clubs, and unless you're riding like my club, unless you're riding like that, you can't even keep up with them guys anyway.
No, they flying, bro.
100 miles an hour in the left lane. They can't be out there lollygagging. They got real.
Because you can't even pull over to check on somebody and think you about to catch up with the pack. If you leave 3 minutes behind the pack, it's a hard fight to catch up with
You're gonna run 120 for an hour to catch them. You might get them at the next gas station. Because that's just how those guys are moving out there, and they're going to be really disciplined, and they're going to be really disciplined. They're going to be running nut to butt, tire to tire, damn near, in a hard pack. You ain't passing most of those guys up anyway.
I tried to hang. Look, I tried to hang with these guys. It was funny. I'm coming home. This was my last one. I was coming home from New York, and I saw 3 guys. And they flying, and they saw me, and it's funny. I said, "Come on, go!" So I got behind them, and I said, "I'm gonna hang. Bruh." I looked down, and we coming into the Metroplex. Bruh, I looked down. I was doing 110. I don't ride like that. I said, "Nah." That's hot. Y'all got
You was riding like that when we saw you the other day. You was riding about 90.
No. I'll get up in speed, but I don't travel at that speed. If that makes sense.
Yes.
I don't travel at that.
Because when I'm traveling across Texas, once I pass Houston, Our pack is rolling at 110. The pack is rolling at 110. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
when you get out there and the speed
Now,
limit
Black
goes
Dragon, you know some of them bikes ain't able to make it to 110, man.
up, and you know
There's
what?
some
Back then,
swollen and roll like that. I know
back
that.
then, when you joined the Black Sabbath, you typically got a new bike within a year. You could join with any bike you wanted, but if you were tired of the pack walking off and leaving your ass, you was rolling on a 117 or better within a year. That's what happened. The club road. The club
Let me
road
say this:
motorcycles, bro.
my VP and SA they roll gold wings, and we get on the road. So it's a reverse joke because they be dogging me out because I'm on a Harley. And when I let the doggone VP get in front, bruh, I had that doggone road glide screaming, bruh, because he's gone. And he ain't even thinking about it. He's gone. I say, hey man, we don't roll like that, man. We don't come on, slow down, man. We bring it back down to 90 at least.
Even to this day, if you kind of roll with a Black Sabbath pack, even to this day, it's gonna be they roll like the Outlaws. We was running 95 and pass us like we were doing 100 miles per hour. Says Swole Guy.
Yeah, so them
I
roll, man.
typically
You
ride.
can't ride with them jokers if you can't ride, bro. I haven't had the opportunity to ride with Swole and his team, but I've seen how they ride. There's other people. If you cannot ride your bike, I mean, literally, I just make it a habit. I don't ride that fast. That's just me. But if I was to ride with Swole or ride with some of these other brothers, if that's where they ride, I'm gonna either make the decision to ride with them like that, or I'm not gonna ride with them. But you got to be able to know how to handle your own hog.
I ride typically on the highway 80, 90, all the way there. Sometimes faster, sometimes slower, depending on where I'm going. I'm not doing I'm doing that in certain pockets in Ohio because the Ohio patrol, they be out there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
don't speed in Ohio. I wish you had told me that.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. But I'm riding 80, 90 most of the time, and I think that's perfectly fine. However, it's people that do not ride that fast. They think that's fast. Now, I can't say if it is for them or they comfort or whatnot, but when I tell people and they ask do they want to ride or we'll ride out with you, I let them know up front, listen, man, I'm doing 80, 90. I don't do anything less than that.
Right.
And you kind of find different people that ride the same way. And y'all can stay in sync. Like it's a few guys in my club. I know we don't have to worry about each other. We rode enough to know what he's about to do. We kind of got an idea when he's about to jump lanes, when he's about to move over. You gotta know how they ride and how fast they go. Where we got other guys, man, they're only doing 60, 70. You gotta keep slowing down.
Because I've never even been 100 miles an hour, even in a car. I never thought about that, but there are people that probably have never been 100 miles an hour ever.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, look at that. Read that right there.
I have a question for U.S. riders. Are cars just damn blind to you as well? When you ride solo, you're taking your life into your man. It looks like to me, I feel like every car on the road is trying to kill me. They pull out in front of you, drift into your lane. They be looking at TV and stuff out there. Yes, in the U.S., cars are trying to kill you, and they're just as blind here. I thought you guys had it better over there.
It used to be safer on a motorcycle when I first started riding before everybody was doing this while they drive.
Oh my gosh.
It was a lot better then when you just had a regular cell phone and a beeper.
Yeah,
it wasn't text messaging.
They would kill you, but it would be because they were putting on makeup, because they were reading. Oh, what am I going back to?
Yeah, you missing good stuff. Big Hooch, as a road captain, he was speaking as a road captain. He set the pace
at 85 to 90.
And a lot of people that don't, a lot of people that ride, they'll ride in groups, but they don't actually have a road captain.
Open road 100 or better. So that's a riding club right there.
Right.
Open road 100 or better. That's a riding club. If you're riding 100 or better in the pack, side by side, that's a riding club.
You can do 100 comfortably going across I-40 coming between Amarillo and Oklahoma City.
You sure can.
Because ain't nothing out there. Route 66 ain't nothing out there, bro. You flying.
They don't call I-40 Route 66.
I do.
That you're old. You are old, bro. They stopped calling.
Whatever, man.
Whatever. They don't do that no more.
Well,
bro.
as a rider, no. Let me do it like this. As a rider, as some people that person that rides, I do these type of rides. Route 66. I'm gonna do a Route 40 ride. No, I'm gonna do a Route 66 ride from Chicago all the way to California.
It's some Route 66, some Route 40.
It's an actual ride. Lavish. It's an actual ride.
It's an actual ride.
Route 66 from Chicago all the way to Amarillo is the eastern side, and from Amarillo to California is the western side.
He don't ride like that, bro. He don't ride like that.
I hear you talking, sir.
Hey, you don't. You don't.
Okay.
Okay. I saw a guy and his girl doing about 220 kph. He was on a straight road. The road had a slight dip.
Oh,
they
Lord.
rammed and went into a farm fence. The girl's head was found 200 meters away.
God, dog.
Yeah. And that'll happen in Houston because Houston's got the biggest potholes I've ever seen in my life. Houston, Texas, highway, I-10.
Yes. No.
Horrible.
No. No. Going through Louisiana on I-10. That's the biggest freaking dips.
Yeah.
I almost got launched off my bike.
That long ass bridge they got too, that 100-mile long bridge is just horrible. How long is that bridge going across Louisiana?
What, 15, 20 miles? I think?
No, it's got to be longer than that.
You said going towards where?
Going through Louisiana, that long bridge.
Don't worry.
I think it's like 20 mials.
About 20 miles. That's what I thought. 15, 20 miles.
Yeah. I thought it was like 50 miles. It's a long time.
Ain't that?
No, and the water is sitting right here.
Yeah, it's right there.
I hate to run out of gas.
Or have any type of issue.
Yeah.
I like doing about 10 miles over traffic, so I'm moving through traffic instead of being stagnant. Yeah. Of the roads here in Texas, traffic does 90 to 100. Like I was saying, once you get past Houston, it's 110, bro. You're just rolling out there in the desert, just eating up highway and
see. That's what I said. Especially through Beaumont, Glare 1%. I know I'm talking about. You hit that I-10 going towards Louisiana, bro. You better slow your behind down. Your behind. I'm like, what the heck? Louisiana, period. If y'all from Louisiana, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna talk about your roads. Even way up there, well, they trying to fix that road up there in Shreveport. Because I slow all the way down when I go through Shreveport. So
Joker says they roll at 90 in the pack. Those are hard riding clubs. You're not really gonna pass in the pack. I-57 near Cairo, Illinois is doing 105, caught the death wobble. Oh my God. Oh my God, the death wobble. I've only had a couple of those in my career.
Oh yeah, Glare 1%er. So
yeah,
that once you start opening that throttle up, you do get to sucking fuel, man. That thing be going.
Yes.
Listen, I used to go on my bike. I used to be able to make it like 250 miles right up under there. And then if you do alter anything on that motorcycle, man, you killing it.
And people don't understand that, man.
180 miles on my bike.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like it was cool to do because you wanted to do it. But then after you did it, it's like, man, what am I giving up? Am I giving out my comfort and my mileage? Or do I want to go with performance? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to have them both. You know, the performance is going to cost you. It's going to cost you.
It's going to cost you gas.
Yes.
It's going to cost you gas mileage.
It's going to cost you
Big Hooch says.
Doing them power commanders and shit on there. What did Big Hooch say?
He said he agreed with me, man. Shreveport roads are terrible. I tell you, slow your behind down. But you're right, though. I'll get back. But you're right, Lavish. I've seen people that, man, they want to put the big motor. I watch them on YouTube. They want to put the big motor on this. They want this. I got this and I got that. If they're not breaking down, they're sucking gas.
So, and this is what I learned. And I figured it out. I see why people, when they go and they do all their upgrades on their motor, they get excited when they're in the city, when they're on the strip, when they're local. They get excited. They can hold shot. They can do all this. And a year later,
Their bike is back to normal.
no, not that. A year later, they done went and got a second bike.
Yes. And they keep it completely stocked.
And they like, man, I'm not doing nothing to this bike, man.
I want to be able to ride across country.
You know, because I'm in that situation, man. I just don't want to pay another note.
Yeah.
Man, go on and buy that bike cash, man. What you talking about? He tripping. Hey, I know, man. Go ahead and pull it out that back pocket, Doc.
No, man. If I had it like that, it definitely wouldn't be on another bike. It'd definitely be on another piece of property.
Hey, Cowboy Animal. Yes, sir. I've had that. I've been hit with the hail. I'm sure we all have rain. Like
I got off the road when it hailed. I'm getting.
I'd rather heavy rain than that light and that mist. No, a little heavier than mist or that hail. It does not feel good.
Does not. It does. It
could be a nice hot day out there. You get the right rain, and you out there shivering. Right.
All right. Next story. Off-duty cop ends 150-mile-an-hour chase for California biker accused of killing a sheriff's deputy. We saw this yesterday. We saw the video. Here's the actual story. An off-duty law enforcement officer jumped into action Monday by ramming into a fleeing motorcyclist after the biker was accused of fatally shooting a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy, authorities said. This was particularly sad. San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon D. Dickus said the off-duty narcotics officer struck the suspect following the deadly encounter Monday afternoon that killed Deputy Andrew Nunez. When I looked at this video and I saw him knock the guy off the bike, I thought it was a civilian. And I said to myself, it looks like he ran over that guy on purpose. And that's exactly what he did. The sheriff's deputy, Nunez, 28, was shot in the head moments after arriving at a Rancho Cucamonga home where a man threatened a woman at gunpoint. The deputy later died in the hospital. This is one of the, for police officers, they say one of the most dangerous calls you can have is a domestic abuse calls or domestic violence call, because you pull up there and a lot of times you're there to help the woman or whatever, and the whole family turns on you. I can beat my woman, but if you come to get me, the whole family turns on you. You have to be really careful. Everybody's emotional. The emotions are jacked up. And when you get on the scene, a lot of times a despondent male that's acting on emotions and feelings, they just start shooting at the cops when they see them arrive. They already know it's over. The woman has left their ass. They made their last ditch attempt to get her back, and it ain't working. Then the police show up. Now they want to kill everybody. So the deputy got shot in the head, and this led to this crazy ass chase across the city that went at speeds over 150 miles an hour. The suspect, whom police have not identified, then hopped on a motorcycle and raced away from the scene. The biker accelerated to well over 150 miles an hour on Interstate 210 and weaved between cars as he eluded California Highway Patrol troopers and sheriff's deputies in hot pursuit. News crews documenting the chase from a helicopter showed the suspect zooming along the left shoulder when an off-duty officer veered into his path and hit that sucker and knocked him off his motorcycle. The pursuit came to a conclusion when the off-duty deputy, who put himself on duty and conducted a legal intervention by hitting the suspects on the motorcycle, Sheriff Dickus said. And the collision launched the suspect from his motorcycle and caused him to tumble several feet along the highway pavement. We saw him lose his shoes and everything for people who want to wear tennis shoes and not boots. Police vehicles swarmed the downed suspect within seconds as officers ran to handcuff the man linked to Deputy Nunez's killing. So you're laying out on the ground. You've just rolled and tumbled 4 or 5 times. You might have broken limbs and everything, and they still handcuff your ass like everything is everything. The suspect was eventually seen on a gurney with a neck brace. He was airlifted to a hospital with unknown injuries. It's only because them helicopters were up there that he didn't get his ass whooped. Authorities said the suspect is expected to face suspicion of murder charges once he's out of the hospital care. Sheriff Dickus said Deputy Nunez is a 6-year veteran of the force. leaves behind his pregnant wife and 2-year-old daughter. Oh, my God. On behalf of all Californians, Jennifer and I extend our deepest condolences to his family, friends, and colleagues of Deputy Nunez. Governor Gavin Newsom said in a statement, his courage, compassion, and dedication to protecting others reflect the finest traditions of law enforcement. We honor his life and service with gratitude. May his sacrifice never be forgotten. And Governor Newsom ordered the flags at the state capitol in Sacramento to be flown at half staff in remembrance of the slain deputy. So that was a horrible thing that happened, and we saw that video yesterday. Here's a crazy one. A man charged after hurling the N-word, hitting a black biker with a metal chain. This is your guy right here, your boy in Arkansas. An Arkansas man is facing felony charge after allegedly hurling a racial slur at a black man and striking him in the head with a heavy metal chain. Tanner Chase Thomas Bobbitt, 22 years old, was arrested in Jonesboro on October 17 on charges of second-degree battery following what authorities described as a violent confrontation. According to court documents obtained by Kate, K-A-I-T, the victim told police he was riding his bike to his friend's house when Bobbitt suddenly yelled the N-word at him and threatened him. Now, the victim states that he confronted Bobbitt. What you're supposed to do is keep riding your motorcycle and mind your own business and go on where you're going. Somebody screams something at you, you just keep riding. But he wants to turn around and confront the guy. Bobbitt then produced a chain from his pocket and struck him in the head with it. So how do the police get involved? I don't know where the police come in here, because now you get shot and we just move on. But the police affidavit said officers noted a laceration to the head, which was actively bleeding. So I guess when he got hit in the head, he called the police. When questioned by officers, Bobbitt reportedly admitted to calling the man the racial slur, and he admitted to hitting him with the chain. But he claimed he acted in self-defense after being provoked. Well, if the guy turned his motorcycle around and came and got in your face, I guess maybe you were provoked. Police later recovered a 1.5-foot-long metal chain from Bobbitt's jacket. Bobbitt was taken into custody in Craighead County Detention Center. Well, bail was set at $20,000. Court records show Bobbitt had a prior history of violence. Last year, Bobbitt was charged with a felony battery after stabbing a homeless man in the back with a screwdriver. Bobbitt claimed that he was attacked first with a machete. However, investigators later found the marks on his heels were consistent with blisters from footwear rather than a machete wound. Bobbitt's
blisters from.
But how do cops determine that? Like,
wait a minute. I have a machete. Well, I'm sorry. I'm talking about my weapons. You're not going to pass off a blister on your foot as a machete strike to your foot.
He tried. he tried. Shit. Bobbitt's latest alleged victim is being treated for a bleeding head injury. What did you do? Get hit in the head and call the cops? I say boo on this one. This is just boo.
For who?
Boo for the brother who called the cops.
Oh, okay.
Bro, you were supposed to whoop that motherfucker's ass.
Bro, let me tell you something. Why? Why was he supposed to whoop us?
Well, you were supposed to just ride your motorcycle and pay attention. He called, hey, N-word. Man, you need Jesus. Boy,
no, okay. Well, if he pulled over, why would he?
But
I think this, man, over, listen.
Why was he supposed to whoop his
We can
behind?
say a lot of stuff, but I think that sometimes people act in emotion.
Why would you pull over? You riding your nice ass motorcycle, clean as a whistle. He walking. You riding a motorcycle, clean as a whistle, music playing. Today was a good day by Ice Cube. You chilling, bro. You got money in your pocket. You got your cowboy boots on, your Spurs on. Fine ass woman on the back of your motorcycle. Are you getting ready to go meet your fine ass lady? Why would you even get involved with retard over here?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta know when to let stuff go, man. Listen, I ain't even. You know what? I'm not even about to let this guy screw
like,
my
whatever.
day up. I mean, because you done heard a lot worse, man.
You know how heard a lot worse.
You got ignorant people out here, man. Sometimes you just can't let your emotions get the best of you and make you do dumb decisions.
Hey, oh man, I can't even hear you, man.
Yeah, and then you end up getting a gash in your face.
A gash in your face. You get off the bike. What did you call me? Whack.
You know? Now, don't grant it if you get somebody that's a little younger, early 20s, teens, yeah, the reaction would probably be different because they haven't grown into maturity, and it's a testosterone point to prove. But yeah, man, sometimes you gotta just not let your emotions get the best of you, and certain things end up costing you a lot more than what it's really worth, man. Do I got a point to prove versus what I got to lose? I got too much to risk to get my emotions involved on some words.
Gateway said he wanted smoke, but then he wanted a refund.
That's a good one.
I don't call the police on you. Oh, you got off that bike when you got hit with that chain. You're supposed to go into psycho mode, bro.
Wait a minute. You got off your bike. Once you get off your bike, you can't say, wait a minute, wait.
Wait, I'm sorry. I did that once. Bro, I did that once, and they let me live.
You did what once?
I screwed up. So there was a homeless man.
You got beat up by a homeless man?
I had gotten on this thing about homeless people. I don't know why.
Oh, they just beat a homeless guy. Just beat the homeless guy in Detroit. They just showed a video, man, of a guy jumping out of a car. I didn't see him jump out the car, but they had the video. The homeless guy beat the shit out of this dude, and then the guy staggered back to his Impala or Malibu and took off. Man, it's on social media. It just happened this week, or at least that's when I just seen it this week.
No, it almost happened to me. The homeless dude ran. You know how they walk across the street like they own it, and I almost hit him by accident. And I started screaming, "You punk! You this, you that, you the other!" And he turned around and stopped, and I stopped. And he said something, and I said, "I'll get out this car and beat your ass." He said something like, "Well, do it." I opened up the car door and jumped out, and old boy said, "Shh. Now what you gonna do?" I said, I'm gonna get back in my car and go about my business if you let me."
Yeah, he pulled your card.
He said, "Well, maybe that's what you should do."
Did you feel like a pussy when you got back in the car?
I felt like a straight punk. He punked me.
Man, so here go the thing.
Hey, look. I got back in the car. I said, "I appreciate you letting me go, sir. I hope you have a nice day." He screamed across the street, "Hey, Liddy! He thinks he can just punk us out here." And there was like a whole squad of them mofos.
Yeah, he got one. You got punked that day. But here go the thing, man. I can't put nothing past, a homeless person. Here go the thing. What does a homeless person really got to lose when it comes, when a homeless person is faced to somebody that's in a better position than them? They already got they low. They can only go up. They out here, they taking chances, they dealing with different stuff that the average person ain't dealing with. So all they got is survival at that point, and they willing to go and throw down. So I could never put nothing past a homeless person. And then you got the fear and how scared they are. That comes out as a reaction, and they will mess you up.
They will. Something. They're already mad.
Let me say something. I deal with people that live on the streets all the time, and I have to tell people all the time, don't come out here and underestimate any of these men and women that's living under these bridges, that's living in a tent and everything, because you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Well, their feelings hurt. They're out there living that life for real, bro. They're out there living that life for real. Next story, a foolish ass Scottsboro Plains guy wants to film himself riding 160 miles an hour. Look what happened. Yeah, they got him. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Hold on. Hey, I gotta get off. I gotta do some work, get with my driver.
All right.
I'm gonna have to get back with y'all in a few, if
All
possible.
right. All right, we'll be here.
Arrested after police say he posted video on social media going more than 160 miles per hour on Valley freeways on a motorcycle to escape police.
In some of the clips, he's even seen driving up to police to get them to chase him. Fox 10's Taylor Wirtz joins us live with a look at some of those videos tonight. Taylor.
Yeah, Mark and Christina, the videos are incredible to watch. DPS arrested 27-year-old Brett Carlin for fleeing from law enforcement and reckless driving. He's facing prison time for his actions, many of which can be seen in videos on his own Instagram account. There's no fast forwarding here. According to the Arizona Department of Public Safety, the motorcyclist you're seeing in this video really was going that fast, reaching speeds of more than 160 miles an hour.
I mean, if you hit a rock or a piece of gravel at that speed, you're looking at them being dismembered.
DPS says surveillance footage from nearby gas stations identified the rider as 27-year-old Scottsdale resident Brett Carlin, who had arrested on October 1st. DPS says these videos from an Instagram account registered to Carlin show him zipping down State Route 101, running a red light on Scottsdale Road, speeding away from a DPS trooper trying to pull him over, and even appearing to obstruct Phoenix police as it attempts to pursue a speeding BMW. Josh Logan, who spent years seeing drivers like this when he worked as a police officer, says the actions in the videos are beyond negligent.
Negligence is doing something, and lack of a better term, not knowing better and doing that. We're in that reckless into that endangerment world.
When a suspect is driving too dangerously, he says law enforcement often utilizes alternative ways to pursue them out of fear for public safety.
Do we have any type of video on the highways to track this individual? We're terminating pursuits at an all-time high, because the likelihood of danger to public now outweighs the probability of catching the criminal.
Logan says he believes social media is encouraging drivers and motorcyclists to do things they wouldn't normally do out on the roads just for the sake of getting a few more clicks. Carlin's next court date is October 7th. In Phoenix, Taylor Wirtz, Fox 10 News.
Damn, bro.
I like what they got an echo. I like what they said. What that guy says. We evaluate and then we cut off pursuit. There's other ways to find this joker instead of getting out there trying to go as fast as the biker, endangering everybody on the highway.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Well, it's 11:40. We probably run out of time. I wanted to get our last story in, but we're just out of time. This is we'll see. We'll check this out Monday. Narrowly escapes a crash. Bikers narrowly escape a crash in Bengaluru because they were on the phone. So we'll cover that Monday. Also, let us see real quick if we can discover what parties are going on tonight. Let's see. All right, so we'll see if we can't cover the parties that are going on tonight. If somebody sent them to me. Okay, so the trunk or treat, did that already happen? October 25th. Yeah, okay, the trunk or treat already happened. And this already happened. This, we don't have any. Okay, Halloween party. That was last night. Okay, so this one's already gone. Detroit Gentleman up there. That was last night. Okay, let's see. November 15th. Okay, we'll cover that next week. November 7th, 8th, we'll cover that next week. October 25th, this one just happened. This was the toy run. So we already covered that. Let's see. This is gone now. October 25th. That happened a couple days ago, so that's gone. We need some new stuff, people. October 31 tonight, Forsaken MC up there at the Mother Chapter is having a Halloween party. So if you guys need to contact a Forsaken, if you know one, because they're going to be having this party at their headquarters, and Forsaken parties are off the chain, so you got to go. What else? Okay, that's all we have. Do you have anything?
I do not. Make sure I don't. No, I do not. I do not.
And then we have this thing here that was sent to us. And then we got to make sure that we have this here. This was sent to us. Make sure that we keep the sponges up.
Were you showing something? My screen went off. My screen went off.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm not letting you live that down for a long time. Black Dragon should get me to interview him. I'm getting good at interviewing people. I don't have to get you to interview me. You should just interview me. Why I got to get you to do it? You just should say, Black Dragon, I'm interviewing you on Tuesday or something. I'll be there. George Knapp on Coast to Coast AM interviewing BD would be awesome. Man, don't nobody want to hear what I got to say, bro. I would like BD to go on a Coast to Coast AM for an interview. He would be the second biker president to be interviewed on the station. Hey, set it up. I'm coming, bro. Set it up. I'm coming. Black Dragon needs to be on Joe Rogan's podcast and tell all the story. Joe Rogan don't want to, man. It would be fun, though. It would be fun. Okay. I think that's it. Mama Iron Ranger, it's good to have you on this morning. Thank you for being on my show every single day, damn near since we got you several months ago, you and Chris. Love you so much, both of y'all. Thank y'all for becoming part of the family here on the Breakfast Club. We had fun last night, 1.5 hours. Oh, your show was oh, now you're doing is Black Dragon a biker president? I don't know that. I thought he used to be, though. Once a president, always a president. What? That made you look? That made you look? You weren't even looking. See, that's why I know you had to look for that, huh? Uh-oh, Kenneth wants something. What's up, K Wayne? Two years. Mama Iron Ranger's been on it for 2 years? I don't think so. Has Mama Iron Ranger been with us for 2 years?
Hey, Wayne said for 2 years.
I didn't know it's 2 years.
She said since 2023.
I correct myself and apologize. So that's why I have producers. That's what they're supposed to do. Is help me when the preacher don't. I didn't know you guys were with me.
I haven't been with you for 2 years. So how would I know?
I didn't know. I became aware of her when we covered the Iron Range story. That's when I became aware of her. And so I'm thankful for you guys being with me for 2 years, 3 years. Thank you. All right. That's it. I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. Let's talk about sponges instead. I've been here for years since you had that little dog. Oh my God, you've been with me at least 7 years then.
Well, okay. I haven't been on your podcast, but I've been following you ever since you was with your boy Big Sale.
Damn, that's since the beginning.
Yeah. I used to comment.
I said, taught me how to do this.
When y'all was sitting on that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna say it. I didn't know you. I didn't know Big Sale. When y'all was sitting on that couch and I was listening to y'all personality and you was trying to get Big Sale to stop using foul language, I said to myself, this ain't gonna work. I did.
Oh, wow.
I said to myself, this ain't gonna work.
Wow.
Logic in New York on 95 South Trucking. You flying. Is it still raining? Like I've been getting all kinds of inboxes. I'm one of the elders of my family. There's one more that's older than me, and that's my uncle, my father's brother. And once I got on, MacGyver gave me that link to what's going on in Bed-Stuy. I started calling all my family, texting, and I'm still getting responses back. My sister was caught in the flood, but she made it home. My father's house, they had to pump out the backyard. people were losing their lives. 2 people they know lost their lives in the flood in Brooklyn. I got family in Long Island. They said they're good. Flatbush is got a little flooded, but hey, we send our prayers out to everybody in New York right now. I said that at the beginning of the show. I'm saying at the end of the show too.
You remember you driving around in your motorhome with your little dog, chilling, running the vlogs or cast from my motorhome? Yes, I do remember vlogging from my motorhome with my little dog. Who, oh my God, my heart is just broken at the loss of Braveheart, man. And Hope, Magda, Charity, Warrigo, Almighty Dog of Dogs, benevolent, great, magnificent conqueror, the lion-hearted bunch, the first conquering dog of the tribe of Judah, elect of God. That was her whole name. She was a wonderful dog. They never got to know her. She was before my podcasting days. Anyway, I just want to thank you all for thank you for those prayers, Big Hooch. I just want to thank you all. He said it's sunny now up there.
Oh, okay.
Braveheart was an awesome dog. And so, and I tell you something, if you guys lose a dog, I'll tell you what happens when you get new dogs. They actually will help you get over the old dog, because Brutus and Tank have definitely become major parts and fulfillment in my life. And they have become my guard dogs. 2 stray dogs now. They take care of me, man. You should see it, bro. They walk with me and take care of me and eat a mofo up. I appreciate it. Like when that guy tried to come in my car when I was asleep, them dogs ate that ass up, bro. I didn't even know they were like that. I just thought they were 2 wussy dogs that wouldn't hurt a flesh. Braveheart, I used to love those 2. I love that dog. That was a cool dog. Braveheart, yeah, he was a very cool dog. The case was over 6 months ago, but I see the connections. All right, that's it. Anything else, Preacher?
I have nothing else.
What are you doing tonight? You gonna be okay tonight?
What you mean? Am I gonna be okay tonight?
You going to? You don't go to parties, so y'all gonna be praying the night in or something? Is that what y'all do?
No. Why?
It's Halloween.
Let me tell you something. And what? Everybody has a different religious belief. When you study All Hallows Eve, the church should not do anything but just go about their regular day, even though it was the church per se back in the day that kind of started this trick-or-treating thing, because they wanted to dress people up because they was afraid of the demons, blah, blah, blah. Just go about your day. That's my personal thing. Everybody, I don't argue with nobody. They want to go trick-or-treating. I went trick-or-treating when I was a kid, but I didn't bring my kids up that way.
Your kids didn't get to trick-or-treat?
No.
What the hell?
Whatever. I don't think I deprived my kids because they didn't go out again.
That's deprivation.
Everybody has their different way. I don't argue with no one on how they want to raise their family, as long as they're not detrimenting their family. My kids had a whole lot of stuff. They had a whole lot of stuff. Just like my kids. Watch this. This may sound strange. When we grew up, what's that? What's your zodiac sign? Blah blah blah. My children didn't know nothing about that until we was on a church van.
Signs are important.
We was on a church van and somebody asked my daughter, "What's your sign?" And she said, "What are you talking about?" And they said, no. I said, "No, I didn't teach my children to study that. Why?" And they didn't miss out. What did they miss out on life? They know it now because they grown.
You don't know zodiac signs. You need to know. What is your zodiac sign?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
I was born on the cusp.
Of what?
Leo and Virgo.
Yeah, I don't know anything about either one of those. I don't know.
Okay, see.
Leo is a honorable person. You seem to be that.
I don't know. I don't study those things anymore.
Yeah, you're honorable. You're a Leo.
Everybody has their things. I don't think what I believe in is any detriment to anybody's walk. I just don't. There's just certain things I don't do.
From hearing you this morning, I can't even walk now.
And Halloween is all fun. I mean, we get the kids come around here. I'll let I say hi and everything.
Do you have candy for them?
I won't be here. I'll be at the cigar lounge tonight.
Okay,
Friday.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday. That's right. All right, my man,
hey.
Preacher.
Hey.
Yeah. I remember this one kid I met.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Logic over here. Keep it logical. whatever you do, whatever part of town you are in the Metroplex, whatever part of the country you're in, even if you're out of the country, when you get on your motorcycle, and it doesn't really matter what you ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
And it's your boy Black Dragon. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Same bad time, same bad channel Monday. Catch me tonight live on TikTok for a little while. And if you want to come hang out at the Dragon's Lair, please make sure to come do so. We'll be partying here all night long till 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning or something. We don't give a damn. All right. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny.